we start with our simple tomato sauce. So in the pan, butter and olive oil. We swirled for a minute, and now we're adding just about a cup of tomato puree, tomato sauce, or tomato passata, and 1 14-ounce can of diced or crushed tomato, and a little sprinkle of salt, your choice of fresh oregano, which we have on hand, or a little dried. If you're using dried, use 1 teaspoon. 1 sprig is good if you're using fresh. You can add a little red pepper. I've just sprinkled kosher salt over 1.5 pounds to 2 pounds, depending on how large you want to make your patties, of ground sirloin, 80-20. If you want a fattier patty, you can use ground beef, pork, and veal in combination. About 3/4 cup packed, and then I loosened it up with my fingers, of fresh breadcrumb, that's what this is, or panko. You can use panko, fine, if you have that in your pantry. And we're gonna get that moist. So we're gonna douse it with a good slow turn of milk. We dropped our egg into a dish to make sure we don't have shell. And our second source of moisture is our moistened breadcrumbs with milk. And our third is a good drizzle of good olive oil. Bloop. Great. Grate in a little garlic. I think 1 fat clove's enough. We have garlic in our sauce too, so that's fine. Okay. About 1/4 cup of chopped parsley. And then my little added ingredient to basic meatballs is to sprinkle in a little fennel pollen or fennel. And I want a little onion flavor, but instead of cooking out and cooling an onion, I'm just gonna use the luxury of 1/2 palm of granulated onion. Okay, sauce is bubbling away, we're doing well. Always in meatballs, always, I put about the same amount of cheese as breadcrumb. This is Parmigiano. You can also do Parmigiano mixed with Pecorino Romano. Mix it around. You don't want to overmix, but you need it, combined. You want every bite to be the same, of course. And then just like we do with making burgers, we're going to score the meat into patties so that we're sure that all the patties come out roughly the same size and shape. The oven's at 425, the rack is at center, and the baking sheet is lined with a little foil for easy cleanup and parchment. And then we're going to make them pretty thin. And for burgers, we always make them a little thinner at the center than the edges. Same thing when we're cooking in the oven. Once we put that down, pat each patty down a bit more because meat plumps when you cook it. We're gonna put them in the oven for about 12 to 15 minutes. So these are almost done. They're not quite totally brown, right? So it's been about 12 to 15 minutes at 425. And now I'm topping each one with a little extra sauce to pass at the table. And now we're gonna top each one with about 1/2 cup, so 2 cups total, of shredded mozz. Okay, now we're gonna pop this back in the oven just for a minute or two under the broiler. All right, come on. Put a little bit of sweet basil, arugula, lemon juice, olive oil, the good stuff, the green, really good stuff. Sprinkle of fine sea salt over the shoulder for luck. Boop. Toss, toss, toss. Alley-oop. There you go, guys. What?